What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. I am the Poetic Healer, and in today's video, we're going to be reading the poem Alchemist. Let's get to it. Constant waves of emotions creates great forms of explosions. The artistic structure of nature can be expressed through countless pictures. Experiences portrayed within each second shows that life is filled with various types of questions. A platform with no foundation is easily destructible. A world with no sense of self is a world full of hurt and trouble. The binding of the internal through the external is of true artistry. Sounds of vibrations, dancing in space, creating beautiful symphonies. All scenarios is a subtle reminder of your ongoing path. Everything has its season. All experiences should be the perfection of your craft. And that is Alchemist. Now it says, constant waves of emotions create great forms of explosions. So waves of emotions, if you know all about technology and things like that, we know that everything is frequency, vibration, and then matter, right? So once you know these type of things, then you realize that when you have the vibration within you, that has to do with your emotions. Your emotions is what creates vibrations. That's why if people that sing like R&B and things like that, it's called rhythm and blues, right? Because that has to do with a certain vibration that you bring out within you, that you're able to tone based on your pitch. You know, if you want to go high or low, just like you have with instruments, musical instruments, you have the high pitch and you have the low pitch. So these are things that we do with our vibrations and we can bring outside of us. So when you have constant waves of emotions, it's going to create great forms of explosions. What either if it's passionate in terms of your creativity, working out, exercising, using your passions for going on walks or learning how to dance or whatever it is, or are you using your passion for things that are very destructive and can lead to very chaotic lifestyle? So it's all up to you because you're the alchemist. And then it says the artistic structure of nature can be expressed through countless pictures. So the artistic structure of nature is actually going outside, seeing the actual material and the fabric of nature and realizing how there's countless pictures manifested through that. You know, you have the sun, you have the water, you have the rocks, you have endless species, you have endless terrains, things like that. So this is what creates the countless pictures. It's nature. That's the greatest picture. That's the greatest art. And when you go outside and you actually explore, you actually realize that. So it's very important to leave the four cornered room, times, it doesn't have to be every time, but at least sometimes so that you can actually appreciate true beauty and true art, which is nature. And then it says, experiences portrayed within each second shows that life is filled with various types of questions. So experiences that you're going through will actually give you the answers and the questions that you need in your experiences. But you have to be open to these type of things. If you don't have an open mind, you won't be able to get the questions and the answers. So it's very important that when you're going through your experiences, the questions that you get out of them, you try to solve them. And the more you can solve them, the more you get the answers to your situation. And then it says, a platform with no foundation is easily destructible. A world with no sense of self is a world full of hurt and trouble. So a platform with no foundation is like you trying to stand with no legs. You know what I mean? You can easily fall for anything, and it's easily to take away your foundation. So you have to have a strong foundation in whatever you're doing, whether it's building a family, building a legacy, building a business, whatever it is that you're trying to build. It needs to have a strong foundation so it can last times after times after times. And then it says, a world with no sense of self is a world full of hurt and trouble. So the more you don't know thyself, the more you don't know how to control your mind and your vessel, the more you're gonna feel a world with hurt and trouble. Because if you cannot control your mind and your body, then anything can control you outside of you, aka greed, anger, and things like that, and other emotions that is trying to stir you up and bring the beast outside of you. You have to learn how to utilize that beast, but more in a creative way instead of more in a destructive way. And then it says, the binding of the internal through the external is of true artistry. Sounds of vibrations dancing in space, creating beautiful symphonies. So the binding of the internal and the external is of duality. your internal energy is being bonded by the external world. You know what I'm saying? So your subconscious is bonded by your consciousness because it goes hand in hand. So whatever you inject within you is what you're going to perceive into the outside world. And it says sounds of vibrations dancing in space, creating beautiful symphonies. So just like you have a big, let's say like you know those big ass musical speakers and the bass when it's beating and the bass is shaking, is vibrating. That's the same thing with sounds of vibrations dancing in space, creating beautiful symphonies. The way you vibrate is the way you create beautiful symphonies in space. So your space that you're in, your own perimeter space that you're in, the way you vibrate is the way you're going to create your own specific symphony. And the more you know how to vibrate within yourself, the more you know how to create greater symphonies. And people will be able to be attracted to your vibration. And they would want to listen to what you have to say because that is the symphony that you're in. You're creating your own unique symphony. And then last but not least, it says all scenarios is a subtle reminder of your ongoing path. Everything has its season. All experiences should be the perfection of your craft. So all scenarios is a subtle reminder of what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Everything you're going through is a reminder of your greatness. It's a reminder of your power. It's a reminder of your capabilities and incapabilities and what makes you strive for what you need to strive for. So you have to be able to be aware of these things and aware of each circumstances that you're going through. And some people do journaling, some people do dream notes and things like that. Some people just have their own intuitive way of getting knowledges and being aware of what they need to be aware to be able to bring it out into reality. Whatever way you know how to bring it out into reality, you have to find out for yourself. But it's very important that you do these things because once you realize what path you're going into and you're actually open and you're listening to the message that you need to listen to, then everything will make sense and everything will have its season. So when the stars aligns for you and when it's your turn to shine, now you know how to shine with your own chosen craft. You have your own unique craft because you have dived within yourself and you've found your capabilities and your gifts and your talents and your craft. And now you know how to alchemize it like an alchemist. And once you know how to do this, that's when you can be able to bring that gold and that silver into this world and be able to actually gravitate things into your own realm of reality. And it's very important for you to find yourself and find your symphony. And the more you can find that, then everything else will make sense. So yeah, guys, that it's alchemist. It's very important to learn how to be your own alchemist and master your own elements, aka master your air, aka the way you think, master your fire, the way you express yourself, master your water, the way you express your emotions, and master your earth, the way you can practicalize and make things into reality and manifest things into the physical reality. And yeah, guys, that is Alchemist. So hope you guys gain something new from those poems. And until next time, guys, I'll catch you soon.